Hi, I'm Bob Smith, and I'm running for the 24th District. Today, I just wanted to go over the 5 reasons why I'm running for Congress and what I believe my top 3 priorities are for representative in Congress. So, first off, I retired after 26 and a half years in September from the United States Navy. I realized really quickly that I was just not done serving the country yet. I've been serving the country since I was 18 years old as a junior enlisted, all the way into a senior officer in the Navy. And I just found a profound sense of duty and service and gratification in my life and serving the country. Second thing is I have an 11-year-old and I wanted to show my 11-year-old how to be civically engaged and serve your community. I also want to help build a future for that 11-year-old because I think we all feel it here. We're all worried about our kids and our grandkids here in the 24th district. If you take cost of living into account, California is number one in poverty in the United States of America. If you take that into account, Santa Barbara is number two in the state of California in poverty. So you're looking at our district here, and 500 major companies have left the coast since 2018. So we're losing jobs from the coast of California. The housing is just not here. There's no affordable housing. Our children will never be able to build equity in their home town or their home area. Uh, they're going to be leaving college with a significant amount of debt. So all these things worry me. It worries me that most of us were able to go off when we were 18 or 22 after college or whatever age you finally finished college at. And we were able to go into this world and make something of ourselves and build equity in our life. And it seems like we're telling our young people that there's nothing for you here in the coast of California and you should just leave and go to another state. That would be what was in your best financial and job interest. I definitely want to fix that for our young people. The third thing is I'm completely over the partisan divide in our Congress. It seems like our elected officials are TikTok hype people for their bases, and that's great. And it's fine to have political ideology and to disagree on different things and different items. But at the end of the day, our elected officials need to come together and they need to compromise and they need to figure out how to execute our government. And that just hasn't happened, it feels like to me, since Bill Clinton or George Bush at the latest. It seems like for the last few decades, we've just been constant fighting over political ideology and nothing getting done in Congress. We can talk about fraud, waste, and abuse in the federal government, but it all starts with Congress. It's all because Congress can't agree to disagree and move on with common sense legislation that moves our country forward. The fourth thing is I firsthand saw this ineffectiveness in Congress dealing on major defense acquisition programs in the United States Navy. I saw the dirty PAC games and the dirty money games and budgets not passed on time and all this stuff affecting the programs that I was trying to work on to ensure that our country was the best Navy on planet Earth. And it was very frustrating dealing with these people in Congress. And I want to go there and just make sure that things are getting done correctly. I want to be the antithesis of what I saw as my time in DC as a professional in the government. The last thing is we just have too many geopolitical issues in the world today, from trade to wars going on to conflicts, Iran, Israel, Iran, Gaza, Russia, Ukraine. We just can't have people that are TikTok hype people for their bases in Congress. We actually need to have smart people that can solve complex problems. And I spent my 26 and a half years in the United States Navy solving some of our most complex defense problems. My time in Washington, D.C., I delivered some of the most capable systems that we have on planet Earth, working with a diverse group of people in different teams and some of the smartest people on planet Earth to come together and solve hard problems for our nation's defense. I intend to bring those same problem solving skills to the United States Congress. And finally, let me just say what I think my top 3 priorities are for our representative. First off is that you need to represent your district to Washington, D.C. That's the job of a representative, to represent everyone across party lines, across ideologies, is to get a good sampling of your district and represent your district to Washington, D.C. A lot of us here don't feel that we've been represented well. Voices not heard, legislation not done. And then, many lies back to us about the state of our president's mental decline to other programs, right? Like cleaning up our federal forest for fires. So a lot of us feel that we haven't been represented here in the 24th district. The second thing is that you must pass a budget responsibly and on time. So the last time that a budget was passed in Congress was 1996 for the 1997 budget. So we are going on multiple decades now of Congress not doing their job and not passing a budget on time. And I can tell you firsthand, we can talk about fraud, waste, and abuse in the federal government. Yes, it exists. However, it all starts with Congress. When Congress doesn't pass budgets on time, it completely destroys everything in the federal government's planning, scheduling, contracts, everything, creates fraud, waste, and abuse. It is their number one duty to pass a responsible budget on time, and it hasn't happened in well over 20 years. The third and final thing is bringing results home to your district. This is in terms of economy, legislation, federal support, federal interest, the things that beef up your district in terms of innovation, tech, jobs. And we can see that these things are just not happening here. And I'll give you a perfect example. Golden Dome for America is going to bring billions of dollars to Vandenberg Space Force Base, and our congressman's against it. Why is he against it? Because it's a Trump thing. There's no other reason. I can tell you as a ballistic missile defense expert myself, it's the next evolution of where we would have went to anyway, and ballistic missile defense of our country, right? And you've got to put your partisan politics aside, and that's got to be something that you support here to bring those jobs, that economy, that innovation, that tech to our district. It'll probably have things that link up to our universities. This is the kind of thing where you just got to walk away from your partisan politics and you got to support that coming home to our district. You can see this in the jobs in California as well. Look at any piece of data. Austin, Texas, in just a few short years will be the new Silicon Valley because we've just been deluging jobs from California because of our poor policies and regulation. And we're one of the worst here in the 24th district in California. So, in a nutshell, these are the three things that I think are the top priorities for a congressman in the House of Representatives. And I don't think we've been getting a good grade at any one of them. I think there's a lot of room for improvement. So in conclusion here, you heard the reasons why I'm running for office, and you heard what the top three priorities I believe are a representative's duty. The first one is I intend to represent everybody in this district. The second thing is I intend to pass responsible budgets on time. The last thing is I intend to bring results home to the 24th district. I hope to earn your vote in 2026. Thank you.